Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a starter home speed build, and this one was actually kind of inspired by when I did the 10-minute speed build challenge. When I started designing this house, you will see that it looks pretty similar to how that house looked in that challenge. I did switch things up. I extended the house to the left. In the challenge, I think I only had the one extension off the main part of the house, and I kind of added on to the left so I could make a bigger bedroom, because when I did that challenge, I only had room in the back corner bedroom for a single-sized bed, and I wanted this to be livable for a normal sim. If you want to download this into your game, I wanted to make it have the double bed. It just looks better and it doesn't look like a child-like bedroom. And I did switch up the outside, siding on this house. So, I mean, it's a completely different house. I just kind of had the inspiration of the, style of the house, the shape. Everything else is pretty much different. I went with kind of a darker looking house. I know normally I stick with creams and grays and pinks and things like that, so I wanted just to kind of branch out and do something a little bit different. I know I have gained a lot of new subscribers, which is so awesome. I'm having so much fun meeting all the new people that come to my channel, and I'm just trying to do a little bit different things so that I know everybody has a different taste and a different style, so I'm trying to do, some different things so that it caters to everybody. Because if you do want to download some of these into your game, everybody's going to have different sims they play with, so they are going to have a need for different looks instead of the ones that I was kind of typically gravitating to building. So normally I don't do these darker homes with the darker counters and a lot of the browns, but I did still have fun doing it. I used a lot of different items that normally I don't use, and it was I got a couple different ideas for maybe some future builds, but I really like that tiling in the kitchen. For some reason, I don't use it that much. I think I've only used it in one of my other builds, and it was one of the apartments that I did. It was the 2-story apartment, and it was the one that had the main open area in the upstairs where the hallway kind of went around where the windows were, if you remember. I've only used this floor there, I think. I really like it. This is actually a tile I would love to have in my house, but for some reason I don't use it that much in The Sims. And I'm just watching. We're actually in the middle of a blizzard here. So the plow just went by. I'm not sure if you've seen that. We've been digging out for 2 days. It was actually only supposed to last Saturday overnight, and it's been going on for 2 more days. We've actually had to have our driveway plowed twice for one storm. Because if you don't stay on top of it, the chances, our house is on a very high hill. So if you don't keep up with the plowing, plows, if you get a truck to come plow this driveway, they can't get the snow pushed to the top because it gets so heavy. So that's a little bit annoying. But anyways, so back to the build. So the bedroom is kind of small, but this is a starter house. I really wanted to keep the house itself smaller in size so that I didn't end up spending the bulk of my money on the actual house and windows and things like that, because I really didn't want to make it look like a starter home that had the bare minimum basic furnishings. I wanted this house to be a starter home in the funds, but yet it still looked nice, because you can totally do that under $20,000. And I think I could have made this house still a little bit bigger. At the end, I think I had 2,000 simoleons left over that I just kind of used and bought things just to kind of use up some of that money. So I think I could have extended this house a bit and maybe even had enough for a little sitting room, not really a living room, but I maybe could have pushed the kitchen back or made it a little bit wider to fit a couch and maybe a little TV in here. I think I could have did that and used a little less of the clutter items, but I still do like how it turned out. I like that curtain. Like using these different wall colors, like I don't think I've used that or that back tiling in the back kitchen, and I didn't want to make that go through the whole entire kitchen, so I did put some beams to kind of separate that off so I could use a different color for the front part of the house, kitchen, or whatever. So when I'm using like different colors, it does get me to use different decorating items. Like I don't use that curtain a lot. It is a really nice curtain. I do like using that one. I don't know why I don't actually use it that much. I know that when I'm doing a lot of the apartments, you have to kind of stick with the windows they have, and I really like these French style kind of windows. They're like my favorite. They're actually like what I have in my own home. And when I'm doing like the apartments, they all have that same floor to ceiling plain window, and you're kind of limited on your curtains. Like there's not a lot of different sizes in those apartments, I don't find, but that's one thing I like about when I'm doing my own home. I can kind of use different windows, things like that. I think I'm going to do this starter home as like a series, because there's so many different styles and shapes that I can do with this. And so I think the next one I'm going to kind of gravitate to the vintage glamour pack. They have like some new doors and windows, and I think I'm going to do like a little one like that. So I think maybe watch for that. Maybe that'll be the next one. So I might upload like a starter home once a week to the series. Let me know in the comments below if that's something you would like to see take place. And I've been wondering about doing this Let's Play thing. I'm not sure. I'm so nervous to do it. I have a hard time when I'm playing those Let's Plays to actually talk while I'm playing, because I feel like when you're playing The Sims, it's kind of one of those games that you kind of focus on the game, that it's kind of hard to like talk about it. Like when I'm doing these voiceovers and things like that, it's just kind of me sitting here talking, and I don't really have to do anything. Like the house is already built. I'm just kind of like going over everything that's already been done. So when I'm actually doing the Let's Plays, I kind of like struggle with it a bit. I know that something like that, you definitely need practice and you need to get better. Like the more you do it, the better you're gonna get. But I'm kind of picky like with content that I put on here. I did start doing a Let's Play earlier in my channel, like I think it was like back in September or October. I did start one, and I think there was only like 1 or 2 episodes, and then I just really never did anything with it. It was like 2 roommates, a blonde and a brunette, and I think it was like Kinley and Kristen. I did like a Sim Self one, and there was only a couple episodes, and I just I didn't really get that many views on it, and I know that that's when my channel was significantly smaller, and I don't know if it maybe was that, or if I'm just not that good at my Let's Plays. I'm not sure. I know that I really enjoy doing these builds. Like I look forward to doing them, and I actually draw inspiration from the most random things. Like if I'm watching something on TV and they have something in one of their rooms that inspires me, like I can base a whole entire apartment off of one little like seating area or something like that. Because that's kind of what I do. Like if I'm designing an apartment or something like that, I kind of go with a theme, and I feel like that kind of helps set the mood, like the style of the apartment. It's just easier to do it that way. I am going to be doing an apartment coming up. It's like a family apartment, and it's just a little bit more traditional with like the normal wooden floors and like the kids' rooms, because I don't do a lot of kids' rooms. Things that I don't actually enjoy doing are children's rooms, because I feel like the stuff is kind of limited and it's very childish. Like, I mean, I know it's for kids' rooms, so you're going to have like kids' furniture, but I don't really do a lot of kids' rooms, and living rooms are like, I don't know, I don't like doing living rooms. I don't know why. I think it's because I feel like every time I do a living room, they all look the same, because they're like, you have your couch. But anyways, that is everything. If you guys do enjoy this, please make sure to give this video a very big thumbs up. If you enjoy watching, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.